Hey, this is Justin for Break Into CRE, and in today's video, we're going to talk about what to do if you landed your dream job offer, but it's not where you want to be. So if you're trying to decide whether or not you should take a role that's not in the city or maybe even state that you want to be in long term, stick around for this video. Now, if you're new here, on this channel, we talk about real estate investing careers and real estate financial analysis. So if you're looking to break into the industry or advance your current real estate investing career, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. So I recently got an email from someone who was finishing up college on the East Coast, and they recently received a full-time job offer to join one of the largest multifamily investment companies in the entire country in an acquisitions role. Now, for many people just getting out of college, this is really a dream job opportunity, but the only problem with this job is that the offer is in Chicago and this person wants to be in New York long term. So what happens if you land your dream job, but it's not where you want to be, either in the short term or the long term? Do you sacrifice right now and work at the company that you want to work at, or do you wait it out and try to find a job in a city that you want to build your career in? Well, I think personally I have somewhat of an unpopular view on this, and my answer is specific to real estate, but it's also specific to your personal life as well. After all, you could be crushing it professionally, but if you're not happy on a day-to-day basis, none of that really matters at the end of the day. So in situations like this where you have a job offer in a place that you don't want to be, my advice is to hold out for a role that exists where you do want to be, and here's why. The first reason is that real estate is extremely location driven, especially when you go about building your network. And the first few years of your career are often the most instrumental, where you'll constantly be going to networking events, working long hours at the office, and really building these long-term relationships that are going to carry through the rest of your career. And the problem with doing this in a city that you don't want to be in is that you can't redo that when you're in your 30s or your 40s when you want to relocate to the city that you wanted to end up in the first place. The people that you meet are going to be the people that are going to help you land jobs, help you do deals, and even may become some of your best friends in the future. And this makes it a lot harder to leave 3 to 5 years down the road when you do want to make the shift and go back to the city that you wanted to start out in the first place. And like I said earlier on in this video, networking is very location driven. And if you start your career in San Francisco and then move to Miami 3 to 5 years down the road from now, many of those relationships aren't going to be able to help you in your career in the Southeast United States. Now, the second reason I recommend to wait it out is because if you're good enough to get a top tier job at a top tier company out of state, you're definitely good enough to land a top tier job at a top tier company in your own backyard. It's really easy to get enamored with a big name firm that gives you a shiny new offer, and it's easy to think that if you turn down that offer, you're never going to see something like that again. But in reality, if you got an offer from one top tier firm and they were interested in you, it's likely that many other top tier real estate investment firms are also going to be interested in you, and it's just a matter of waiting it out and trying to find a job where you want to be. It's easy to get nervous about saying no to a role, especially when the clock is ticking and you're going to be graduating in a few months from your undergrad or graduate degree program. But the last thing that you want to do is get into a role, move across the country, and then realize 1 to 2 months into it, you're just not where you want to be. And at that point, even if you feel that way, it becomes much harder to get back to the city that you wanted to be in the first place. Being an out-of-area applicant is generally much harder than being a local applicant, and many employers will take you less seriously when you throw your resume into the ring to apply for new jobs, especially when you just started a new job 1 to 3 months earlier. And lastly, aside from the real estate and career reasons, things in your personal life will come up quickly and probably much more quickly than you expect. And what I mean by that is if you want to end up in Los Angeles, but you take a job in New York in your 20s, you're going to be building your friend circle, you're going to be building your network, and you may even meet your spouse during that time. And if your significant other has family in the area and you guys have set roots down there, it becomes much harder to make that move once that all occurs. I've seen this a lot among peers and friends in the industry where they had their heart set on a certain location and didn't end up getting there quick enough and life got in the way. So if you know you want to end up somewhere in the long term, the sooner you can get there, the better, and the sooner you can start building roots from both a professional and a personal perspective. Overall, this is not an easy situation, and I've actually been in this situation myself. I got my MBA in Orange County, California, and had several opportunities with big name firms in Orange County and LA, and decided to turn those down because I was focused on getting down to San Diego. And if I didn't do that, even though I'd probably be building a great career with a great company, I'd always wonder what if, and other parts of my life may have felt out of balance. That's all to say that I know what this is like, and I've been in your shoes, and I know that it's scary to say no without a sure thing on the other end. But for me, I'd always rather taking a swing at getting where I want to go rather than wondering what if. So I hope that was helpful if you have a tough real estate job dilemma on your hands, or if you're just thinking about where to apply after graduation. So if you like this video and want to see more career-related content, let me know by hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with anyone else who might find this helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.